Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Sarah Liz. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday, and I hope you had a great week. I have a new kind of video for you. I have been very, very inspired and very creative and productive this week, and so I wanted to share some of what I've been making and link you to some of the videos I've been watching that inspired me the most, give you updates on maybe a couple of sales, if I think about it. And I want to know who's been inspiring you. Like, what challenges have you been entering or looking at, or what videos have you watched? Anything that helps me to create more, it just makes me really happy. So I would love to hear from you too. This first card is inspired by Caitlin Annalee Cards here on YouTube. She is a design team member for Pink and Main. This is Pink and Main, and she is the best coloring teacher I have found, right? She explains why and what she's doing. And so she has me convinced that I can learn to color. And then she taught an interactive card like this in the Card Maker Success Summit last weekend. And so this, I love this. I didn't actually use the same mechanism. It's similar, but I messed hers up. And so this is how I salvaged it. And this is a very special thank you card for Mary and Stephen Gun Fun for having me on Craft Roulette. So I need to get that sent out this week. This is also my design team contribution for the A Place to Start challenge. It's an Anything Goes challenge. I will link that below. Sometimes there's an optional twist, but this month there's not. So really, anything you make, we would love to have you join us. I am also a design team member for the Colorful Options Challenge. Every month, they're both monthly challenges. They pick one color to be the focus for the month, and this month it's green. If you don't like the color, you can make something in a rainbow, and it's cards or really any creative crafty project. I love how wide open it is. And so I did green and a rainbow. This one's for my mom. She loves St. Patrick's Day. And she always has like a little gathering and tons of really great food. So yeah, she'll be getting this one this year. And I was pretty happy with how that turned out. Many of you watched the Shadow Box card tutorial. I made this version. So I made a couple more. I've been playing with my markers again. Caitlin Anthony has me really convinced I can do that. And this, like the blend on that bee, I've never managed that before. I think the paper has a lot to do with it. This is the Spectrum Noir alcohol marker paper, and it's not very expensive. It's like $7 or $8 on Amazon for 20 sheets, which is less than I pay for some of my other cardstock. So if you're struggling with alcohol markers and you haven't tried like a specialty paper, you might try that. I also made a card. This is the only one that's finished. I made a couple cards using the sheet load of cards from Call Me Crafty Al here on YouTube. She puts one out every month. She gives you the sketch and the cutting dimensions. She shows you how to do it. It's a free printable. I just switched it up a little bit so that I could use an emergency card sentiment. This one I think is from the Valentine's, actually, from that coworkers page. And so I will try to link her video and my video below. And then I'll just, like, I haven't quite finished it. I'll put a piece of white paper on the inside so it's easier to write on. I made 8 cards from the Spellbinders Quick and Easy Card Kit of the month. And so I have a video this week. I have 5 videos this week, you guys. It's bananas. With 2 fun folds. And so here's the first one. I think this one's my favorite. And there's just like this little mini card on the inside, and I put the emergency sentiment here. I really wanted to turn all my cards from that kit into emergency cards this month. And then here's the other one, and it's a little shaker. And then on the inside, it's got this fun like fold out feature that I thought was cute. And the emergency sentiment is on the inside. I have another video using that kit where I make 6 quick and easy cards. Oh my gosh, there's so many cards, you guys. They're like all over my desk. And so I made all of these. This is my favorite card kit I've ever had. Like ever. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's the color combo. Maybe it's all these cute little bees and the gold foil accents. I particularly love this one. This is a switch around of the very first emergency card kit, volume 1. I'll try to link that one below. I added this little banner and some ephemera, and I moved the sentiment up. But then I also love these darker papers and how they pop against the lighter ones. In the video, I give you all of the like cutting dimensions for each of the pieces of paper, and I walk you through how I made it. And then, yeah, I just put these on here actually with some removable adhesive so that if I change my mind later, I'm good to go. But if I don't have the time to go digging for a sentiment, these all have pretty generic sentiments on them. Some of them, like this one's from the new kit, the Get Well kit. And then this one's from the Sympathy Sentiments, but they work really well for sort of all occasions. So I will try to link that video below. You don't have to have the Spellbinders kit to do that, but I will say Spellbinders right now is having a huge like warehouse clean out sale. And you can get like just the ephemera and it's like $5, or just the paper and it's like $5, or even some of the old kits. So they switched it up this year, but the older ones also come with a stamp set and a die set. And full 8.5 by 11 cardstock. They're huge, and some of them are on sale for like $25. So then Jennifer McGuire, I'm sure you all have found her already, but if you haven't, I don't have notifications on for other people's videos. I'm on YouTube often enough that I would rather just like find them in my own time. I have notifications on for her. She inspires me every single time I watch her, and she made these shadow box cards this week. I'll link her video below. And so this was the first one I made, and it's got this floral arrangement and an arch, and that's very much like what she did. So I'm getting a head start on my Mother's Day cards, and I like how that turned out. This is the Spellbinders large die of the month from January that sold out in like 3 days, and then they got it back in stock, and then it sold out again. So if you were looking for that, it's back in stock again. I was very excited to hear about that. This is the other card I made this week using those dies. I will link that below. If you watch the unboxing for the Quick and Easy card kit, I actually highlight a couple of the other Spellbinders clubs. There are some really excellent ones this month, and they're super affordable. The shipping is free, and if you subscribe to a club, you get 10% off your Spellbinders orders for the rest of the month. I've heard rumors that sometimes it lasts longer than just a month. So maybe check that out if you're interested in the clubs. But, you know, that's really, I just wanted to share my inspiration. This one is then another one of those like shadow box cards, and there's a card on the back, and it kind of pops up and then it folds flat. I will probably show you in a video coming up. I use acetate springs to pop these up, and that worked out really well. This guy's from Tailored Expressions, and he just cracks me up. I have a big version of him on my laptop that says, "My alone time is for your safety." I'm like, yes, that is very true. And then in the background, I don't know if you can tell, there's a ton of texture. That's a Spellbinders. I used it. There's a glimmer plate that goes with the stencil set, and instead of using glimmer foil, I just embossed it with my embossing pad and then stenciled it up. So that was fun. And then this is my craft roulette card for the week. I made another shadow box. Shock surprise. I'm going to try to get the parameters right because I didn't write them down. So a craft background, a hinge. My hinge is that the card opens, which feels a little lame, but I was making this late last night at the last minute. So whoops. Faux leather. So this guy has a faux leathery hide, and outside your window. So this is an MFT stamp, and there's a bunch of like little critters and then some dinosaurs, and the critters can write on the dinosaurs, and it's really cute. This was the first time I had stamped and then masked it to do a background. So I'm pretty happy with it, how it turned out. I learned a lot, certainly, and I will keep working on that skill. I know I made more, but I don't even know where all the cards went at this point. My boys come into my craft room to look at things, and then sometimes they borrow them. Anyway, let me know if you like this kind of video, if the links to all the videos that inspired me are helpful. I would love to know if this is something you'd like to see more of. If you have videos and people who have inspired you this week, I want to hear about it. Please tell me who you've been watching. I don't watch TV. I watch sports and I watch craft videos. So put it in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Have a wonderful and creative week, and I will see you next time.